Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show and tell you about Noom. Has Noom helped you? I believe it has.
Oh, that's got an app. You can do tracking. It's terrific.
It does. And Noom builds personal plans that can meet individual needs. That's the thing. Takes into account any dietary restrictions, medical issues, other personal needs. That helps build a plan that works for you. And yes, so I know that you've had your own personalized program here that you've been working on. And
it's weight loss This is weight loss results that last. They stick around because you get yourself into a lifestyle change. That's what matters.
That's mainly it. You can't just say, I'm going to cut that out for a month and then go back to it. That's not what it is. So I'm glad it's helping you. That's great. And it really does. I like the psychology and biology-based approach here. Yeah. Noom Weight uses psychology. That's why they say losing weight starts with your brain, but it also takes into account your unique biological factors, Jimmy. All of your multitude flora and fauna that goes on inside of you there. Sure. Yeah. Stay focused on what's important to you with Noom's psychology and biology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com, Noom.com here, based on 3.5-year study of actively engaged Noom users with minimum starting BMI of 25. Individual results may vary. Visit our website for more information. Hey everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit more about Rocket Money. It's the start of a new year. It's the perfect time to get organized, set your goals, prioritize what matters most. And for me, top priority is getting myself together here. Financial wellness, doing that, which that feels important, just feels like adult stuff that you have to do. And thanks to Rocket Money, my goals feel achievable now. They show me all my subscriptions in one place, help me easily cancel ones I forgot that I've been paying for, which happened to me, absolutely happened to me. For years, I was paying for something. I was like, what is going on here? Rocket Money found it and saved me lots of money since then, because it's been a while. So they did a great job here. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder today. That's rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder. rocketmoney.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Welch's can't make everything make sense. Like why your mom still listens to the radio or what she meant when she sent that emoji. But a zero sugar drink that's still full of fruit flavor, we made that make sense. And strawberry, passion fruit, Concord grape, and more. You gotta sip it to get it. New Welch's Zero Sugar. Let's fruit stuff up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder Express.
Yay, and choo-choo.
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today on another crazy, insane edition of Small Town Murder Express. And my goodness, is this one a wild one, too. I can't. Every week it's crazy on this particular show. But today, wow, just a very weird. I love it when there's groups of people that think they're something that they're not, and that's what we have today, and it's amazing. So we will get to that. Before we do, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get everything
what's there?
From skateboards to shower curtains.
Hell yeah.
Merchandise, all sorts of stuff there. Tickets to live shows as well.
Yes.
Come out and see us at a live show. The new tour is coming up. We are posting it in December here. So shutupandgivememurder.com is where you go to get the updates and when they're on sale and everything like that. Also the social media, which is pretty easy to find as well. So do all of that. Come hang out with us. Also, patreon.com/crime in sports is where you get the bonus material. Anybody, $5 a month or above, anybody's going to get. You're going to get the whole back catalog, couple hundred bonus episodes, plus new ones every other week. It's the best bargain in podcasting, everybody. And this week is no different. What you're going to get this week for crime and sports, which, of course, you'll be able to listen to. Yeah. You will get theme park disasters again. Yes. Back by popular demand.
Yeah, we
theme
love
parks.
those.
People have asked for a whole separate show of just theme park disasters. We're like every few months on Patreon. So we're going to do that. And then for Small Town Murder, we are going to talk about the multiple documentaries and just the whole insanity of the Twin Flames alleged cult / dating service / who knows what the hell's going on here, but it's insane, and we'll talk all about it, and we'll figure it out there. That's Patreon.
It's something. Yep.
It's wild stuff. I'm telling you.
Oh, boy.
It's insane. Patreon.com/crime in sports. And if you're saying crime in sports, what's that? That's our other show. You should listen to it. We've been doing it longer than Small Town Murder, and it's awesome. And you should also listen to Your Stupid Opinions, our other show.
Yes.
Our newest show. That is amazing, and it's hilarious. It comes out every Monday, so check that out. My goodness. That said, let's get into this. What do you say, everybody? Let's do this. I think it's time to sit back. What do you say? And clear the lungs, everyone, and let's all put our arms to the sky, and let's all shout, Shut up and give me murder. Let's do this, Jimmy. All right. Let's do it, everybody. Let's go on a trip, shall we? Let's go here.
We shall.
We're going to Kansas.
Okay.
You wait for a response, and there's no immediate oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's great. It's just, oh, that's Kansas. That should be their slogan.
Place.
That should. Yeah. Oh, that's Kansas. That's Kansas.
Very flat.
Yeah, you don't think about Kansas much. It's one of those places.
No, they don't. They don't make the news. They don't.
Don't do anything. Nothing crazy happens there.
No, nothing great happens there.
No, unless a tornado takes a small girl into a fantasy world. There's really not much that happens there. So,
a witch chases her dog.
That's it. This is in Great Bend, Kansas.
Was that the plot of that movie? Just to get the dog?
No. The dog. She said, "I'm going to get you and your little dog too, just to throw it in
kill
there."
Her because she killed her sister.
Yeah, you killed my sister. Dropped a house on my sister. I would be pissed off too.
I'd fuck you up too.
That's what happened. And you stole her fucking shoes. That's like some gangster shit. Like,
yeah.
Now take his shoes. Take those Jordans too. Yeah, that's right. Like, that's fucking wild.
My friend says he likes those shoes.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. When that started happening in the 90s, people were freaking out, and it was like, that happened on The Wizard of Oz. I remember saying that as a teenager. What
Dorothy did that shit.
Yeah, Dorothy did it. Killed her.
15-year-old girl.
Snatched him right off.
Robbed a witch.
This is in dead central Kansas. I mean, if Kansas was a target, this would be the bullseye. It is right smack in the middle. It's a little under 2 hours to Wichita. It's about 2 hours and 45 minutes to Arkansas City, Kansas, which was our last Kansas episode, The Neighborhood Monster, number 393. So that was a good one.
I'm told it's the Arkansas.
Arkansas, yeah. People said that. I said, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
I think the other state was established first, right?
Doesn't matter. That's a whole state. They have a whole state. So you have to follow suit at that point. Oh, we've been saying it wrong is what you do, and then you fix it. That's all. Population of this town, 14,864. So pretty small town, honestly.
Pretty good sized small town, though.
Yeah, but in the middle of nowhere like that, it's not like it's connected to a bunch of other small towns. Right. You know what I mean? It's not a suburb network. It's just sitting out there. Median household income here, lower than the national average, $48,465. But that's all right because the median home cost is way below the national average. Median home price here is $99,000.
Wow.
So that's wild. That is really, really inexpensive.
Do they come with like kite sales and shit because they're going to be picked up?
I think it does. That's the other thing, too. The house, it might not have started there. It might have just been dropped there by a twister. Yeah. They go, $99,000. That fell in my yard. You can have it for $99,000. So history of this town, little bit here. Prior to, like Americans settling the area, it was located in the Kiowa territory. Yep. It was first claimed by France as part of the Louisiana territory that we then bought. Yeah. So the first settlers of the area that came from the States arrived in 1870. They lived in sod houses and dugouts, which sounds like, let's move away from here. Imagine where they moved from. How bad was it where you were from? They worked
in like sod huts?
Yeah, sod huts and in dugouts in the ground. They worked as buffalo hunters. And they did that. So that was a big deal. That was before crop farming. There was a lot of bison and buffalo here before all of them were killed. So the railroad ended up coming through here, and it was named Great Bend because the Arkansas River, this is where it turns eastward. So they said this is the Great Bend in the Arkansas River. There's two disasters here that had a big impact on the place.
Oh, boy.
A downtown fire in 1878, which everything in the United States burned down from 1875 to 1910.
You're not unique.
No, we've had a lot of fires. And a smallpox outbreak in 1882, which resulted in a quarantine of the town where no one could go in or out. Like that's like in Deadwood, the smallpox came through town. And then in 1886, local speculators began to look for petroleum in the area. Now we're finding oil there. So by 1930, the oil and gas industry brought a bunch of money into the county because they were trying to dig up whatever was in there. They had more than 3,000 wells producing in the 1930s. Producing, yeah. And then tons of workers came in, and the oil kind of dried up, and then they started doing some military stuff here, and that's kind of where it stands now. Reviews of this town, let's find it. Here we go. Reviews 5 stars. Okay. Great Bend, Kansas has Barton Community College. It's wonderful! !
When your community college is the beacon of the community.
It's the first sentence, man. I completed my ADN in nursing at BCC. I had a wonderful experience with plenty of friendly people that will help you along the way. I'm currently enrolled in the undergraduate nursing program, RN to MSN, online through Chamberlain College of Nursing. It's wonderful, too. What does that have to do with the town of Great Bend, Kansas?
Right. I didn't know you could get your RN online. That's amazing.
That's terrifying is what that is, as a matter of fact.
That's what I mean by amazing. That's not good.
Yeah, amazing, and I'm amazed that's real and true. Not in a good way. Great Bend has been me and my husband's home for 20-plus years. We love it. All caps, 3 exclamation points.
I said so.
Wow, that's 5 stars, boy. Here's 3 stars. It has been okay. Not sharing the enthusiasm at all.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really don't like it here. Okay? Maybe I'm biased because I grew up here. That would make you biased to like it, wouldn't you? Not biased to dislike it.
Or maybe, there's been trouble.
He hasn't had a good time here.
No.
It is a nice-sized town, but I am ready to leave. Yeah, maybe you're just ready to move on.
You outgrew it.
Yeah, maybe you're ready to go.
You're bigger than this place.
No, this next one must be from a kid. 3 stars. I do not wish to live here when I am old enough to live on my own.
I do not like green eggs and ham.
I will leave this town. Yes, I am. Oh, my goodness. And finally, 2 stars. I moved to Great Bend 20 years ago, right out of high school, and I also have family that lives there. Great Bend residents want to have growth and job opportunities, but the governing body can deny or get things to come to town are the reason. Okay? It really depends on if it will benefit them or their golf buddies. Oh, so it's a good old boy network of you can't bring... You're not bringing the Chipotle into town unless me and my golf buddies get a kickback. Is that what they're talking about?
Unless I beat you on the back 9.
Unless I beat you on the back 9. Things to do here. This will come up later. The Barton County Fair.
Okay.
This is important because this will come up big time in our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here we go. A little bit on the fair. And this, like I said, this bleeds right into the actual murder stuff. It's information I'd have to give you later. So might as well give it to you now. Here we go. Pre-fair events. Wow. There's a dog show. That's fun. Yeah. And a dog agility show.
Oh.
That's good stuff. That seems like a fun time. A public fashion review at 7 p.m.
I don't like that at all.
It's at the church.
Don't tell me what you don't like about
it's at
my clothes.
The Lutheran church. It's just a bunch of people going, you're dressed like a whore. Whore.
I can see your knees, slut.
Harlot. Just judging the young ladies in town. I feel like that's all it is.
Telling boys they look like a punk.
Yeah. Look at you with your hair. Why don't you shave, you punk?
Fashion review at the church.
At the Trinity Lutheran Church. So there's that. Then, once it's there, the Country Pride Countywide. That's what the theme is here for the fair.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking judging of 4-H foods, 4-H arts and crafts judging, a 4-H rabbit show, a poultry show at 6 p.m. And you better be here for this, Jimmie, apparently. We got to get there. It is a mandatory livestock meeting. Mandatory. I don't know for who, but I think we should go.
Fired.
That's I think
whatever.
I think we don't want to miss it. Is what I think it is going to be best for us to be there. Not allowed to miss it. A 4-H swine show. Then they have judging of all of these things. They have the shows and then judging. There's a carnival there as well. Yeah. A jelly ball event.
What the fuck is that?
A Christian concert by Katie Nicole.
Oh, boy.
I don't know who that is. But after that, a 4-H dairy goat show.
All right.
Yeah, dairy goats. Belt sander drag races. Now we're talking.
That's pretty badass. But you got to have some long extension cords on those fucking.
I would imagine so. Are you riding the belt sanders, or is it?
Do you got 4 of them on the legs of a chair?
Yeah. Or do you just send 4 belt sanders out on their own? I want to know how that works.
I want to watch this now.
And then country concert, Mad Hoss Jackson's coming to town.
So, Jesus.
Mad Hoss Jackson. The next night, they're going to have the Kids Pedal Tractor Pull, the Gary Ewing Memorial Open Class Swine Show. Poor Gary. He was trampled by 1,000 pigs in last year, so now it's a memorial.
The disrespect to name we're judging pigs. Remember that fat ass Gary?
Put him in here. An adult cornhole competition, which sounds disgusting. When you put the word adult before cornhole, it sounds really bad.
Why are they doing this?
And then rock and roll night, the rock gods will be there.
Okay, so, they're terrible at naming events.
It's not good. That said, let's talk about a murder. And like I said, keep all that in mind because it has a lot to do with all of this shit going on. So,
poor Gary got his name attached to a fucking pig show.
That's ridiculous. So let's talk about a murder and some people here. Okay. We're going to go back in time, not very far at all. I mean, Jesus, small town murder was in operation during this. Yeah, it existed. 2018, we're going back to.
Super,
very new. Let's talk about a couple people. Here's a married couple, Alfred Charles Carpenter Jr. He goes by Sonny. Everybody calls him Al or Sonny. Okay. Those are his names. He's 78 years old in 2018.
Sonny's an opposite name. Or he's had that his whole life.
That's what I think it is.
Can't call a 70-year-old man Sonny.
Hey, Sonny, huh? What's that now? It's weird when you can't hear someone call you Sonny. That's the strange.
When you probably have excuses for not going places because of health ailments, you can't be Sonny anymore.
When someone says, "How'd you get that nickname?" and you go, "I don't remember." That's
it's Al now.
It's Al. But no, nice people. These are really nice people here. And then his wife is Pauline Marie Richard is her maiden name, and then she'll become Carpenter as well. She's 79 years old.
Okay.
They've been together for 32 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, they've had a great time. We'll talk about their life for a second here. He is from Oak Lawn, California, originally. Obviously, a long time ago here. His parents were Alfred and Dorothy, because he's a junior, so
there
definitely Dorothy.
That's how you got Sonny. Yep.
That's right. And Pauline was from Walnut, Kansas. That's right. Her mother's name is Eugene, by the way.
Is that right?
Yes. Eugene and Richard are her parents, and Eugene is her mother. Yeah, that's
she goes by Jean for
that's interesting. Yeah, weird. So they're married in 1986. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, they're not. Her mother's name is Mabel, not Eugene.
Oh,
I apologize. Okay. Her father's name is Eugene, and their last name is Richard. And I don't know what I'm doing. So there you go. Wow, maybe I'm 78 years old. You ever think of that, everybody? It happens. See? What happens if I'm 78? I'm really going to be in trouble.
Mabel and Eugene are her parents.
There you go. So they were married. Al and Pauline, Sonny and Pauline were married May 17th, 1986 in Kansas. They had 6 kids.
Jesus.
Peggy, Shelley, Sharon, Rita, Christy, and Brian. All sorts of kids.
One boy.
A lot of girls.
Wow.
A lot of girls there. So they have 23 great-grandchildren at this point in time.
23.
23 great-grandchildren as of 2018.
Yeah, Because if there's 6 kids and they each have 2, they each have 2. Holy
they all had a bunch of kids, and next thing you know, there are.
And that's how you get a lot of views on things.
That's
Good Lord.
The next thing you know, they're a YouTube family.
Yeah.
So they retired from Boeing, the carpenters. They both worked for Boeing. That was their job there. And they began traveling around Kansas. That's what they were doing. They're spending time with their family, traveling around. They had like a camper RV thing that they drove, a small one. And they'd load their stuff up because they would go and work as vendors at county fairs. That's how they would do it. So they go around, and the way the fairs work, they're not all on the same weekend, all the counties. Like they kind of stagger them. So you could, if you're a vendor, you can go from fair to fair every weekend and sell your
corn cobs everywhere,
all summer long. So that's what they're doing here. Their grandson said that he was saying, "Stop doing that, guys. Why are you doing that?
You got to be so tired."
Yeah, you're not making. It's not for the money. They just like to travel around, but come hang out with the family, do more of that. But they said that his grandfather said, "Well, we have a lot of inventory we got to get rid of." So once we get rid of all this inventory, we're going to be done with it this year.
What are they selling?
It's just stuff, little knickknacks and things that, vendor stuff that you'd sell. Yeah, they will. It's, nothing insane. Just little
shit with Kansas written on them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stuff like that. Just stuff that you find at the fair. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Good, Def Leopard mirrors, at the
Dale
fairs.
Dale
Earnhardt flags, you understand. So they're doing all that. They said they wanted to get rid of their inventory. And their grandson said they said it'd be their last year on the circuit. They said that they were done. They're wrapping it up. And he said after they retired, my grandpa would tell me they didn't just want to sit around. They wanted to stay active. So he built kind of a pop-up shop with his trailer and traveled around to different cities, and they enjoyed their time.
Okay.
Yeah. So apparently they are very nice people. The grandson remembers that when he was 16, he had to have his tonsils out. And he said his grandparents were with him the entire time. They stayed next to his bed the whole time. He said they did whatever it took to be involved in everything we did. They were the grandparents and parents everyone wished for.
Yeah.
Nice people. So this weekend in July of 2018, they're working as vendors in the Barton County Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about. And it's a normal fair, like we told you everything about it. Everything from prayer services to livestock to more livestock to some poor bastard's memorial pig show.
I can't believe they did that to him.
That fucking guy, man, he is just...
He must make the best back bacon in the county. Otherwise,
I hope so. I hope he's the best ham hawker going, because otherwise this is really insulting, honestly.
They're just naming the fat pig show after him.
And the funny part is, I bet he wasn't a slim guy. That's the fun part. Like, just being a Kansas swine man, he probably had a couple of pounds on him just from trying out the merchandise. You know what I mean? Not,
swine man.
That's what he is, right? So, I'm sure he had a couple of pounds on him, and then they named the pig show after him. That's kind of fucked up. That's bad.
There's absolutely a picture of him somewhere that is unflattering right next to the word swine show.
Yes, swine show. In memory of this fat bastard. And under his picture,
we got to name it after
swine
somebody.
Man.
Anybody got any ideas? How about that fat fuck that just died?
How many fat guys died recently, Any nice fat guys die? I name it after him.
Poor guy.
Poor bastard. So
I bet he was sweet, too.
Maybe. I don't know. He's probably you never know.
He's a dick to somebody at some point.
Angry pig farming redneck. We have no idea. Or a nice guy. Or a nice pig farming redneck. We have no clue what the hell this guy is. Who knows? Saying weird shit like a pig skin is the most like a human's,
They're like a 6-year-old. They're very smart.
They're real smart. You can train them to do things, and then he just walks away. You're like, ew.
Gross. What do you train him to do?
You know what? Good. Name it after him. It's disgusting. So they're working the fair circuit, and they're working the Barton County Fair, and like we said, there's rides here at the fair. Like remember I was telling you, rides, and, Ferris wheels and all that kind of shit.
Everything, yeah.
So to run these rides and to do all of this, you must have carnies. obviously. And the carnies, that's part of the circuit. That's part of the county fair circuit. They go around from county fair to county fair and set up and
they build them and take them down and operate them.
So let's meet the carnies, everybody. Meet the carnies. Meet the carnies. Here are the carney lineup here. There is Michael Arthur Fowler Jr. He is 53 years old and 53-year-old carney. He's got a criminal record. It's kind of...
He's what you expect.
When you're interviewing a carny, if they don't have a criminal record, you're suspicious they're like a federal agent or something, you know what I mean, coming in to like investigate your business practices. So you got to have a few burglaries, grand theft auto, that sort of thing. They go, all right.
He's doing?
Yeah, that's what he's got on his record. But I mean, over 53 years, over time, you know.
Probably adds up,
Trash over time.
Wait a minute. He didn't live through that far. It's 2018.
No. Yeah.
He was born in like fucking 67.
Yeah, he's born in the 60s, this guy. Yeah. No, he didn't live through anything. He lived through, you know,
was a teenager
the rise of
Rat was
MTV.
playing.
Yeah, that's what he wrote.
He knows who Kurt Loder is.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. He was like, oh, cool, the Buggles, awesome, and turn it up. That's what he was doing in 1980 or 81 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's him.
He's a big Duran fan, this guy.
Exactly. So that's what's funny about the newer ones, to think about it like that. So, yeah, he's got that on his record. Like I said, that's just kind of carny.
Yeah.
Goes with the carny territory. They put that right on your entrance badge, your criminal record, so they know you're real. Then he's got a girlfriend who also works the circuit here.
Okay.
We don't know if they're engaged, if they're, I don't know. They're roaming carnies, so really anything's possible. We have no idea.
Carnival staff relationship. That's what they have. Yeah.
They've done some blood ritual to bond themselves to each other. Some meth pipe.
Some shit,
You break up a pill on the back of a toilet bowl and snort it and then rub your blood, your cuts together.
Stabbed a pigeon with a broken light bulb.
You know how it works. Yeah, you've been on the car. You've been to a carnival.
It's like normal shit.
You've been to a carnival. You understand. This is Kimberly Stacy Younger. And it's younger, like she's younger. And she is. Yeah. Like she's 2 years younger than Michael, which she is. She is 51. Yeah. So
like the James gang.
She has an AKA, by the way.
Oh?
She has an AKA. Don't know why. Don't know why she has another name legally that she goes by sometimes. But
he's a straight up criminal, and he doesn't even have one.
No. Yeah, he's too dumb to have one, I think. Right. She's the brains of this operation, too, which is scary. She goes by Myrna Khan sometimes. Khan. Myrna Khan, yeah. She's from McIntosh, Florida, originally here. That's where she makes her home. Now it all makes sense. We did an episode on McIntosh, Florida. Now it all
coming together. Yeah.
all comes together now. Now I'm seeing it. Next up, of course, this is like, might as well be the Small Town Murder All-Stars coming together here. You got a broad from McIntosh, Florida. You got a carny with a grand theft auto and some burglaries on his record. Yeah. Then they hook up with a guy named Rusty. It all works. It all goes together. Rusty Lee Frazier is his name.
Lee Frazier.
Rusty Lee Frazier. Rusty Lee. Old Rusty Lee over here. He's 34, but age makes no difference. It's all about failure and, sadness of life and things like that when it comes to carnies.
The size of their cavities.
That's all, yeah. He's from Aransas. It's like Arkansas without the K, basically.
Oh, my.
Aransas Pass, Texas is where he's from. Arkansas, Texas. I don't even know where that is.
Jesus Christ.
No clue. So they worked for the carnival company that did all the rides in the fair.
Yeah.
So they would come in, and they noticed the Carpenters and their pop-up trailer and their goods, and they're nice people and they're older people, and they're they don't look too tough really. So what ends up happening is, oh my God, Younger here, the woman, the lady, Kimberly Younger. By the way, she's Kimberly with an E between the L and the Y, which is not normal.
Oh.
Not the normal.
Kimber L-E-Y?
Yeah. Kimber L-E-Y. Kimber L-E-Y.
Wow. So
she tells Rusty and her boyfriend Michael Fowler here, look, this is amazing. I haven't told you this yet, but I am a part of the Carnival Mafia.
Oh.
The Carnival Mafia. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you would like to be involved in the Carnival Mafia, you got to do something to be initiated into the crime family, basically. Like, yeah, it's like a gang or the mafia. Like you have to, you got to have some blood on you. You can't just you can't just walk in off the street. We don't know if you're real or not. We don't know if you know how to wrench a Ferris wheel into place.
Yeah.
We have no idea. How would we know?
Oh boy.
So they said, well, yeah, I mean, fuck, I want to be in the Carnival Mafia. What can we do? So,
Nostra Nostra.
Well, July 14th here,
Yeah.
La Costa fucking Tilt-A-Whirl is coming.
La Costa Nostrils.
Oh, yeah. July 14th, 2014, early in the morning now, these three idiots, Rusty, Kimberly Y, and Michael Fowler, these three jackasses, they go to where the Carpenters had parked their truck and their camper and trailer. They had a setup and they're sleeping in their trailer because that's what they do. That's why they have it. Yeah. Alfred, it's very early. Alfred is outside behind the camper. He's already up and like packing stuff and getting stuff ready to move. Pauline is asleep inside. She's still sleeping. So he let her sleep. He's doing his thing. Kimberly comes up and talks to Alfred and says hi. And, she's a lady and he's a nice, polite guy. And so they both work there,
Sure.
So. Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you about the safest sponsor ever, Simply Safe. Absolutely. These people will keep you safe. It's amazing. You know that every 26 seconds a burglary takes place in the United States, according to the FBI. That means that by the time this podcast is over, dozens and dozens of homes will have been targeted, ransacked. God knows what happens here. So protect your home before it's too late with Simply Safe proactive security system. Simply Safe helps stop threats before they even have a chance to break in. Named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report 5 years in a row. And by us for about the last 8 years as well. If you trust us, believe me, you want Simply Safe. So visit simplysafe.com/small to claim 50% off a new system with professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafe.com/small. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now back to the show.
This show, Small Town Murder, is brought to you by BetterHelp. Get yourself some therapy, everybody. Honestly, here. We often hear about, red flags that you should avoid. Hey, that's a lot of a thing. It's become a real phrase now, real cliche. But why don't you focus also, you look at like green flags in friends and partners. Look for good things as well.
Right.
And maybe you're not sure what that looks like, though. Therapy can help you figure that out. What are positive things? What are the green flags? And then you can practice them in your relationship. It's absolutely a fact. And so, honestly, we absolutely are huge advocates for this. It really, really helps. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable. It's convenient. They serve over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists, wide ranges of specialties there. Here's the coolest part. You're not getting along with your therapist, you're just not feeling it, you can switch at any time, no extra charge.
Wow.
The thing is, they want you to get help. That's it. And you can do it with BetterHelp. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/smalltownmurder today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
They're talking about, she comes up and says, I was wondering if this trailer you have, trailer and camper, is possibly for sale, because I've been looking for ones just like it. So any chance that you're selling it? Now, Alfred's thinking,
they're packing it up. We're getting out of here. We're done with this thing. We'll just leave it here and not have to drive it back.
Well, Sonny's thinking, this is my last kind of run with he still has some goods to unload in a couple more places, but, in a few weeks or something, I'm going to be looking to sell this thing. So that's a conversation he's willing to have. As they're Kimberly and Sonny are discussing this, sneaking up from behind comes Michael Fowler. Sneaking up from behind a 78-year-old man, by the way.
Imagine the
dicklessness
lack of
this.
balls.
Yeah. This is like attacking a baby while it's sleeping. Like, it's a 79-year-old. Shh. Hold on.
Sneaking up on the toddler.
You stepped on a squeaky toy. God damn it, stop it. It's going to wake up. A 70
block had stepped on a Lego and woke it up.
Fucking 78-year-old man. You don't need to sneak up.
What a pussy.
What a pussy. And so he sneaks up from behind him and tries to slit Sonny's throat with a knife. Just tries to fucking cut his throat. But these people are so fucking incompetent and stupid, by the way. Oh, Fowler's also got a 9mm on him, but his initial thing was, I'll cut him with the knife. He thought it was like a Steven Seagal movie, like from the 90s. Like he was going to fucking creep up from behind, silently just, and he would fall to the ground, and it would be like, and then they're going to go like make a hand signal to go inside the trailer now. They're going to make a 2 and like a, pulling down like a do the horn on a truck. Yeah, do one of those, and then point this way. That's what he thought was going to happen.
Ridiculous.
But instead, this moron tries to do that and doesn't get him, really, with it. Cuts him a little, but
Sonny's not having it.
And Sonny's not having it. He ain't having shit. Sonny turns around and starts fighting with him. 78 or not, try to slit my throat. We're fucking throwing blows here. So they start to fight. So now this guy's fighting an old man, which is insane. And he ends up stabbing him in the chest with the knife. Michael stabs Alfred Sonny in the chest with the knife.
God damn it.
Okay, so he falls down. He's dead.
Yeah.
Stabbed him in the heart with this knife, okay? Right. He falls down. Then they take him and they drag him face up, just, on his back, knife sticking out of him practically, drag him into the trailer where Pauline is asleep. He can't leave. An old man laying there with a knife sticking out of his chest is going to draw attention if anybody walks by. Even at a carnival.
May as well put a flagpole.
Even at a carnival, that's beyond the pale. Might as well put cones around him, just orange cones. So Pauline is asleep still in the loft area of the trailer, little thing up there.
Cab over.
So once they get him inside, they decide to shoot. I guess he's not dead yet, quite, Sonny. So they decide to shoot him in the chest as well.
Yeah, that'll wake him up.
When they shoot him in the chest, she apparently doesn't wake up from this somehow. Or she either doesn't wake up, or she opened her eyes like, what was that? And just was like kind of groggy for a minute. Because I don't know how easily 79-year-old people wake up. Takes me a minute.
Well, yeah, I just had my aunt here at my house for Thanksgiving, and my friend, I'm shocked how well she sleeps. It is.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to have to bury her. She
was
so asleep.
When you're that close to death, that really your sleep is probably, you're this. It's a fine line at that point. You can cross over quick.
It's a couple heartbeats away from it.
You can cross over fast. fast. So this is fucking messed up. So he's been shot and stabbed in the chest, and he's dead on the floor. They go over. They shoot Pauline twice in the face while she's laying in bed. And 79-year-old fucking. And these people are like sweet, grandparently looking people too. These aren't like. They're not like scraggly. I don't even know. I can't imagine what would make you be like, oh, fuck this 80-year-old, I'll shoot him. But they don't. They look like your grandparents, like you'd hope your grandparents look,
They stand out in this group.
Yeah. They're people that you'd go, oh, I want to go help them with things. Do you need help with anything? Because you're old and you seem nice,
Instead, they just murder them.
Instead, they murder them. Then they shoot her 2 more times in the torso as well. Because twice in the face isn't enough to kill a 79-year-old lady, apparently.
Yeah.
So this is insane. So now they they killed both of them.
And they've just unloaded 5 shots.
5 shots.
Oh, my. That's got to be so loud.
Inside of a trailer, too.
Right.
So it's got to sound pretty goddamn loud. So that's what they do. They're both dead here. At some point, joining the team is Christine Tenney, Tenney, who's 38 years old, from Santa Fe, Texas. She somehow gets involved in this. She's told about the Carnival Mafia, and and if she helps out the next stage of this, she can be in the Carnival Mafia as well. Right. Yeah. That's what happens.
We don't have any saints to burn, but we have stains, and that's the same amount of letters.
That's same shit. Same shit. So then they decide, oh, fuck, what are we going to do? Now we have these bodies. So they leave them in here for now. They get away from the park area where they were camped.
Yeah.
They move the couple's bodies into the camper, and they drive about 300 miles to Van Buren, Arkansas, where they
existed.
Yeah, we've done an episode about it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
we did. Yeah, we did a
right.
Van Buren episode. Yeah, somebody killed, I want to say their mother in that one. So they a lot of episodes coming up in this episode. That's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
So anyway, they take the bodies and they end up taking them to Van Buren, where they bury them in a very shallow grave, like not really a grave, just going to throw some shit on top of them next to a creek in the woods.
I'm still baffled. What is the point?
To steal their shit, to get their camper and their trailer.
There's VIN numbers and shit. Like
the Carnival Mafia has connections, though, Jimmy. That's the thing. They can clean that right up. The DMV is at their mercy. You know how it is. It's all corrupt, Jimmy.
I don't understand what they think they're going to do.
You just don't know the inner workings of the Carnival Mafia. That's all it is. I wish you
all
did.
This
would be a lot easier.
More? Like, what's the deal?
It's wild stuff. So they end up doing all, like we said, they take them there. Then they're going to go hang out at a friend of the Tenney woman, Christine Tenney, over in Arkansas. They're going to go to this apartment, okay? Okay, now, once it's all done, Michael Fowler has a job to do here because he's doing this for the Carnival Mafia. So he has to let the Carnival Mafia guy know that this is done now.
Oh.
That's his job. He's supposed to message a guy on Facebook because that's how the Carnival Mafia, well, yeah, and over electronic stuff that's safe forever. Because that's how the Mafia does it always. That's how you do it. You don't walk down the street with a cigarette up to your mouth whispering like in Casino or like John Gotti used to do.
Toothpick as you come out of a restaurant.
Just Facebook message it.
Just
You're good.
Jump on your iPhone and hit Messenger.
Yeah, that's all. Boom, done.
Oh, boy.
So he's supposed to do that, and he does it. That's what I mean. These are not bright people.
Unbelievably stupid.
So the man he is messaging on Facebook is Frank Zaitchik. Okay, Zaitchik. Frank Zaitchik. That's who's the leader of the Carnival Mafia, or a bigwig at least.
That's the boss?
As far as they know, that's the guy here to talk to.
Okay.
So Michael Fowler messages him, quote, "It's done. They're dead." And there is THEIR. So
of
even
course it is.
He's which I don't care, but he's a moron anyway, and he can't even get this right.
He is miraculously stupid.
Insanely stupid. This is at 2:30 a.m. on July 14th.
Wow.
So, yeah. Frank replies back, "Good job. Now get out." Fowler here, Michael, says, "I am trying to calm down right now."
Oh. So
the Carnival Mafia boss here, Frank, says, "Deep breaths." Because that's what it is. If you're in the Mafia and you're like, "I'm trying to kill Fat Louie, okay? I got Fat Louie, he's dead." Deep breaths, okay? It's all right. It's going to be all right. Can I get you like some tea or something maybe to calm you down? You know, like a CBD gummy maybe, chill you out a little bit.
There's another method. Have you tried counting to 10 yet?
Yeah, have you tried counting to 10? Because that works, I'm telling you. I do that with my kids all the time, and it works.
Count to 10, deep breaths, and then spin in 3 circles. This is so dumb.
He says, "Deep breaths. The first is always the hardest."
Oh, my God, Frank.
Jen sent me pictures of the man. I sent on to the heads of council.
Oh.
Then he says, next sentence, "War is over." So
what?
That's it. Apparently the Carnival Mafia has had a real a street feud here with the sellers of knickknacks, elderly people who sell knickknacks at the county fair. There's been a war.
The unlicensed NASCAR flags are really killing us. We're getting a lot of C&Ds in the mail. Not
playing it anymore. You want to sell the stars and bars, that shit's going to have to be made in USA, brother. The war is on. So,
holy fuck.
War is over. Michael responds, "Thank God." War's over, thank God.
Michael's been worried about it.
Yeah. He said, "Thank God and okay. I feel like I got a lead weight on my chest."
On my chest?
On my chest.
Oh, you can't breathe.
Can't breathe. So Frank replies, "You need to relax."
Yeah.
And he says, "I am. My chest has eased up a bit." That's Michael's response back.
In the last 2 messages, I've calmed down.
It's a, you know what? You told me deep breaths. I didn't think to breathe earlier, so thank you.
Feels like you got a lead weight. No, breathe. Oh, got it.
In and out like that. Okay. This guy's such a moron. That wouldn't be out of the realm of imagination for this, would it?
You got to suck. Oh, yeah. I got it. Okay.
Oh, in and then out. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I was just going out after.
I was going opposite to breathe in. How did you go opposite? I had a lead weight.
I just kept breathing out. Something's wrong.
Feels like I have a lead weight on my chest because I did. I just moved it.
I feel better now. Much better. That was a 50-pound one for my weight set. So
he's so dumb.
A couple days goes by, July 17th, 2018. By this time, the Carpenters, Pauline and Sonny's daughter, has reported them missing because she can't get a hold of them.
Yeah.
So then on July 17th, same day, the Van Buren Police Department, where this is going on, gets a call from a woman who tells them that her sister is being held hostage at the Vista Hills Apartments.
Oh.
Okay. This is Christine Tenney's sister. Somehow she got
up there.
Somehow she got the idea that she was being held hostage, which she's not.
Okay.
So this is fucking amazing. Yeah, this lady calls all the way from Texas, by the way, to say, my sister's being held hostage. She's with some people who are traveling with the carnival. They're holding her hostage. She said that her sister had traveled to Van Buren from Kansas, and also somebody's been murdered.
Oh, okay. What?
Someone's been murdered. My sister got taken from Kansas to Arkansas, and now she's being held hostage, possibly by murderers.
That's the order.
That's the order of how it goes. So, yeah, this is the police officer. Quote, she called her sister, and her sister called 911 and said, hey, my sister just called me and explained to me that she's traveling with these people and they've possibly murdered somebody in Kansas. Can you send somebody out there to see what's going on? So they said that out of town, then they talked to people at the apartment complex, and they learned that out of town visitors had showed up to the apartment complex driving a truck pulling a camper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love that everyone in the complex knows when out of town visitors have pulled up. That's funny also. So officers go to the complex where they find Christine Tenney, who had been supposedly kidnapped, but she told them, I'm not kidnapped. No, I'm great. I am fucking thrilled to be here. Absolutely of my own volition and will, free will, totally fine here. So then they found, all the rest of them are there. Fowler, Younger, Frazier, the whole crew's there. But also there is the Carpenter's camper.
Yeah.
And on there, it's got a bullet hole in it.
Oh, you would see from the outside?
Yeah, there's a bullet hole. Well, one of the shots went through the fucking camper wall because it's a thin wall. So,
right.
Yeah, there's a it's parked outside. It's got a bullet hole in it. It also, on the outside, just near the outskirts of the camper, there are trash bags.
Oh.
In those trash bags, there are bloody paper towels.
Yeah.
Bloody clothing that looks like it belongs to 80-year-olds.
Uh-oh.
2 spent 9mm shell casings.
What?
A blood-spattered sleep apnea machine.
Oh, she's got a CPAP with them.
Yeah, or there was one near the bed and it got on it or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
A blood-spattered sleep apnea machine. That's all in. That's right outside the trailer.
Yeah.
So when they see that and a bullet hole and a call that someone may have been murdered and someone might be kidnapped, the cops are like, everybody's coming to the police station. We're going to talk about this. And
the people that own this are reported missing.
That's the other thing. You run the tags and it goes back to missing people that are reported. So we're going to talk about a lot of, there's about 18 different crimes going on right now. We don't know who did what or where to who or why, but we got to fucking talk about this.
We've got 18 crimes and 4 faces, and we just need to match them to each crime.
Yeah, we got to figure out who did what to who and when and why. So Younger, they ask, she's the one who tries to explain where the Carpenters are. She's like, yeah, they took off and went somewhere, and we bought their truck from them, and we don't have a bill of sales or anything, obviously, yet, but we're going to get it. Then they said, okay, well, what's your name? And she said, well, I'm not giving you my name. That's weird. Yeah, well, she said, but they said, but you know where the Carpenters are. And she said, yeah, we drove them to a rental car place after we bought it. They said, well, we'll rent a car. And they were headed off to a casino.
Oh.
And they said, okay, well, where's the rental car place? Because they're going to have to.
Which one did you drop us at?
They'll have to return it. So then we'll know. And she said, oh, I don't remember that. So I don't remember where it was. And I won't give you my name, but they're fine. They're at a casino somewhere living it up.
Try these bracelets on.
Yeah. So what about that? So they go, no, let's all go in for questioning here. Let's figure this out here. How about that? So the police talk to Fowler. Okay. He seems like the biggest moron they can get.
He's pretty dumb. Yeah.
He's pretty dumb. Okay. So he says he gets in there and none of her shit matches up younger at all. Yeah. So they talk to him and they go, listen, none of this matches up. We got this, and this. There's bullet holes, bloody stuff. We know you were involved. Where are the people? Just tell us where you put them. Just tell us where you put the bodies.
Yeah.
That's how they approach him. And he says, well, see, the thing is, you're right. I shot Alfred with my Ruger 9mm, and then I went in and I shot Pauline twice, too, as well. And he says, but the thing is, it wasn't about, and they said, well, did you have a beef with them? Was this just a robbery? And he goes, neither. He goes, this is the Carnival Mafia.
Oh, yeah.
They go, well, the what now? And he goes, it was a hit for the Carnival Mafia. There was a war going on, and these two were big targets.
Yeah.
And the cop goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Even in Arkansas, they're like, this ain't real, right? Get the fuck out of here. He tells a detective this is the funniest thing anyone's ever said in an interrogation. Quote, it was supposed to be my blood in. Like, I was supposed to be in the mafia now.
So I can go home now, right?
It was just an initiation. We was just joshing. Like, yeah.
Wow.
He said that he's supposed to be initiated into the family now. That's how it works.
So that's what I am now.
Yeah, he said then, so we loaded him in the trailer and we drove him to Van Buren. He said the three of them and another man, who we'll talk about a little bit later, because all he does is help with the disposal and kind of disappears, and then he shows up later for court. So that's about it, yeah. So
see y'all in court, I got to go.
Yep, later. Well, no, he's got to go to prison is where he's got to go to, because he can't do that. So then he says, yeah, we dumped the bodies off Star Road. And he told that they covered the bodies with bedding found in the camper, then with rocks and limbs. So they put some comforters on them and then put some rocks and limbs on top of that and said, that's a good burial.
That ought to do.
Yeah, bedspreads are normal in the woods. People don't think that's suspicious. Wow. So, yeah, they went out, and Arkansas Game and Fish and the United States Forest Service found and the police also in the coroner's office. Everybody went out, found the bodies, and exactly where he said they were.
Yeah.
And they said supposedly they were buried here Monday is what they were. That's what the announcement they make to the public. So what they do then is they start looking into everything, and they go, so there was a guy you were talking to? He goes, yeah, the leader. Well, not the leader. There's a council, a board of council. Obviously, I mean, there's a board of directors. It's a corporate organization, really, but he was my point man here, Frank.
Yeah.
And they went, okay. And so they started looking into social media stuff through his phone. They found out Frank's account, and they did all that. Right. And they go, yeah, we did a bunch of, we did all the cracking and, forensic technology shit that we do. That Frank Facebook account, that is actually Kim Younger's account. That's her. She's Frank.
What?
She's Frank. Yeah, your girlfriend's Frank. It's a made-up account.
Calm down, breathe.
It's a made-up account. She's texting him from next to him, being Frank.
She's Frank Vicek.
Frank Vicek. Yeah, Vicek or whatever.
And she's texting him while he's texting.
She logged into her other account.
I'm just playing words with friends. You just keep telling that guy what you did.
Incredible. It was her. Yep. And he said he was completely shocked. They said he was like, what? Oh, my God. He said he was surprised that she could send messages that looked like they were coming from someone else. How'd she do that? But it said it was from Frank. They're like, she logged into a different account. He's like, how'd she do that? He couldn't understand. He couldn't process how a message that said Frank was actually from her. He could not get it through his head. They said they had to keep trying to explaining it.
Awesome.
Hey, everybody. Just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit about Sono Bello. You know, the most known secret with celebrities and influencers and all these famous people is so many of them have had lipo. They've had lipo, whether it's a little touch-up here or a total makeover.
Yeah.
Nobody has a perfect body. That's the thing.
No.
They may look like it on TV, but there's things that help that. Absolutely. Lipo now has changed, and Sono Bello's been at the forefront with using LAL technology and getting those beautiful and natural outcomes for each person. Looking real natural. Our friends at Sono Bello are offering their best deal. You're now included in their winter savings event, but appointments are limited, so please get on this. Sono Bello doctors are masters in micro-laser fat removal, a brilliant technique that removes stubborn fat permanently. Wherever your problem areas are, tummy, love handles, thighs, arms, it's gone in one comfortable visit. Eating healthy and workouts are great. Keep doing that, but if you want to lose that stubborn fat in one visit, check out Sono Bello. Save big during their winter savings event. Schedule your free consultation now at sonobello.com/smalltownmurder. That's sonobello.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit more about our stylish friends at Quince. That's right. Let's go elevate your styles, people. Yeah. Get it going, look good out there, and you can do it now without breaking your wallet, without breaking the bank, because at Quince, you can get high-end, versatile pieces at prices we can all actually afford, which is very nice. You want to get good stuff that lasts and it's good, and they have quality stuff that's very affordable, and you can do like we did, upgrading our stuff here, while still being a very reasonable price. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. It's all quality stuff. You're going to love it. Trust us, it looks good. And I've got the leather jacket. It's a very high-quality item. Real nice, soft leather. Yeah. Jimmie's got his linen pants he's rocking.
Yeah, they're terrific.
Come on, be like us. Be fashionable. Get in there with Quince. Indulge in affordable luxury. Go to quince.com/smalltownmurder for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/smalltownmurder to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
Hey, everybody, just going to take a quick break from the show to tell you a little bit about a very cool place, Thrive Market. Yes, we are both looking to get into the healthy swing this year. The problem is I don't know what's in everything, and I don't know if even I'm qualified to even read the labels to know if that's good or that's bad. Right. There's chemicals in things, and there's things floating around. I don't know what I'm doing out there. One of my favorite features, and I know you were talking to me about this, is the Healthy Swap Scanner in the Thrive Market app. Yeah, it's simple. You scan any item, and it'll instantly suggest a cleaner, healthier grocery alternative, which is
it's great.
Amazing. Yeah. That's great. Thrive Market also takes the guesswork out of finding these safe, healthy foods. For example, like I'm trying to get my protein intake up for energy. I'm always moving around. I need stuff, and I love that you can filter their site by the high protein options.
Nice.
It's very cool, and you can personalize this portion, and you can put filters on it. And get ready. You should be ready for a junk-free start to 2025. Get ready for it and head to thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder and get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/smalltownmurder, thrivemarket.com/smalltownmurder.
Now back to the show.
And then he closes up his interrogation with an amazing line, quote, "She had me suckered the whole way. I just threw my whole life away." Yeah, stupid.
She had me suckered.
Suckered? How dumb is this guy? He might be the dumbest person we've ever encountered. He really is. Oh, by the way, there obviously is no Carnival Mafia war.
No.
There's no Carnival Mafia.
No.
There's no heads of council.
No.
There's no Frank Zaitchik. None of this exists. Nobody by that name appears anywhere in public records at all.
Ever.
Anywhere in the
Why
United
would
States.
What is she? I just don't understand the plan. I don't get it.
I don't either. Now, they did find a different Frank, a Frank Zaitchik with an S where the C is.
Okay.
He owns Wade Shows, Inc., which is a traveling carnival company based in Michigan.
I wonder if she knows that guy. She's got
She
to,
must
right?
have heard his name around or something and just said, oh, I heard a carnival guy in Michigan by that name. Now this guy, Zeit Schick here, he told the Washington Post that he does not know them at all, has never contacted them. He looked his records. They've never worked for his organization.
Wow.
I don't know who the fuck they are. I don't know why they used my name. He said, quote, it's kind of bone-chilling. I'm a solid citizen, and Wade Shows has a wonderful reputation. So the detective said, we believe that Younger was acting as Frank and claiming he was part of this Carnival Mafia.
Yeah.
And he also, by the way, this Zeit chick, Kim posing as Frank, also texted others in the group, might as well if you got an account, telling them to clean the inside of the camper and dispose of the bodies and telling them, like, what to do. And, like, well, you're not in until you dispose of the bodies. That's part of it.
Get rid of them. Yeah.
Get rid of them now. Holy fucking shit. She would log into his account and show the rest of the people and say, hey, here are messages I'm getting from Frank. She would send herself messages from Frank and then be like, log back into her thing and then be like, here, Frank sent me these messages, so we all have to do this.
What the shit?
Wow. So the police sit her down. Let's talk to Kimberly Younger because she seems to be the one with the brains here in this operation. Not good brains, but
no. Just the
dumb brains.
The only ones.
The only, sure.
The shit for them, but still, they're brains.
She's the only one with a triple-digit IQ in the entire fucking group. So they catch her telling multiple lies. She won't admit to anything. She told police that she was part of the Carnival Mafia.
Oh.
That's what she said. She goes, I don't know anything about these murders, but the Carnival Mafia is real, and I'm a part of it.
I'm well aware.
She said it involved money laundering and murder. And the cops said, no, what the fuck are you talking about? They said, no, that is not true. There is no Carnival Mafia. We looked into this. You're not
I'm
Joe
sure there's
Valachi.
murders, but it has nothing to do with organization.
No, it's just meth. That's all. It's just a bunch of people who want meth from each other. So they wrote, quote, we believe she fabricated the Carnival Mafia thing. And then Zeit Schick, the real guy, the Michigan guy, he says, unlike some stereotypes of yesterday, the carnival industry is an upstanding, law-abiding business. Calm down, Frank. Stick with there's no Carnival Mafia. That's good enough. Don't
Stick
go crazy.
With I've done nothing wrong.
That's it. Yeah, not me. No Carnival Mafia, and move on from there. I've known people who work for carnivals. I've talked about Satanic Bill and his fucking copious meth habit. So
the bad stuff exists.
It's there. So they arrest everybody, obviously. They're being held on $1 million bond. Now, they don't charge them in Arkansas with the murder because it happened in Kansas. So they just grab them up and they charge them with abuse of a corpse, theft by receiving, and tampering with evidence because that all happened in Arkansas.
Right.
So they do that. That way they can hold them until they can be extradited to Kansas here. So they said, quote, when we investigated that here in Van Buren, some of that property was in different locations, meaning that they had stolen. The actual trailer was located in Fort Smith near the fairgrounds. Oh. The camper was the thing that was at the apartment complex. So they had already started to get rid of this property or sell it or whatever it was they were doing. They sold their goods off. They sold the trailer, just selling it. They were turning it over. Wow. So, they're waiting for extradition, and they finally...
Carnival pirates.
They are. They're more carnival pirates than Carnival Mafia. So the other guy that's charged is Thomas Donald Drake. He was 30 years old from Van Buren, Arkansas. He was, I think Christine Tenney knew him and somehow roped him into this. I don't even think he's a carny. He just
she just blew him or something.
Yeah, it was like, you want to help dispose of a body? He's like, I guess. I don't know. Nothing better to do. So in court, Drake here, he is convicted of obstruction in the apprehension of a person committing a felony. Okay. So he's charged with that. His sentence ends up, before he ends up being sentenced, he's in jail longer than his sentence would be, so they end up just releasing him in February of 2020.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's a man that handled dead bodies.
Dead elderly folks.
Yeah, just unleash him on the society of Van Buren. Perfect.
Sure. He could be talked into anything, this guy.
Well, yeah.
Easily. Very malleable, this guy.
Very gullible fella.
Wow. Michael Fowler, because, I mean, this guy just went, oh, man, I got suckered. He has no defense for this at all. He just pleads guilty to 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder.
Wow.
Which is a lot. That's as bad as you get.
On the flip side of that, James, if you came to me and said, I got 2 bodies, I'll help you get rid of them, and then you better tell me the fucking story. You know what I mean? I better know.
I want to know the story.
Thing. And if it's, I just murked these old people for no reason, I'll be like, why'd you do that to me?
That's what I mean. What are you doing?
You're going to get caught, and now I'm in trouble.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Now I'm going to go to jail for a couple of years for no reason. Thanks a lot. I didn't even get to sell a trailer. I got nothing.
No, I got nothing out of this.
I'm not even in the Carnival Mafia now. You are. Yeah. Can you get me in the Carnival Mafia, I guess?
Do I get cotton candy or something, or
unlimited
popcorn?
I bet the Carnival the Carnival Mafia initiation ceremonies. Yeah. It's just fried Twinkies and
it's a party.
That sugared bread, yeah, it's all there.
It's a goddamn Navajo taco. Let's get it.
It's the best, yeah. Fried Snickers bars. Come on. So sentencing comes around. The mitigation evidence is this. Remorse. This is his please don't put me in forever fucking begging.
Yeah.
He has remorse and he's accepted responsibility. He realized he's a complete moron.
I'm dumb as shit. I just learned how to breathe.
I'm so stupid. I didn't even know how to breathe. I'm glad I was actually happy for that Frank feller because he helped me through it.
Can't believe I made it all these years. They gave me that CPAP. I've been using that.
I think it was good. They're probably going to sell that too. Personal accomplishments showing a generally good character, such as military service and post-high school education.
Oh.
Yeah. Childhood and birth family challenges. This is a great one. Special vulnerability to the influence of others. I don't know what that means. I'm real gullible. I'm so gullible. As shown by psychological testing as well. They said that he's easily influenced. Physical infirmities, including a heart condition and a head injury, a history of drug and alcohol addiction, and a compliant incarceration record. The state says they targeted old people because of their age and their fucking, a soft target, basically. Family members submit statements and all of that. Fowler's statement expressing remorse and the statements of the victim's family and all that kind of stuff. And then the judge says this. It's a good one, too. Wow. This was a horrible crime, as no one disputes, and even you don't dispute that it was committed by you. It was planned. It was premeditated. It was done for the purpose of stealing property, getting money, or perhaps joining a gang or mafia or something.
Or something.
Whatever your dipshit ass thought you were doing. Yeah. Regardless of any of that, that does not allow anyone to take someone else's lives, whether you were misled or whatever. You also, then, once you shot someone twice, and then thereafter Mr. Carpenter, and then you went inside and shot her twice. And those are choices that you made at that point in time. It was then attempted to be hidden. Taken out, the bodies were tried to be hidden. They were removed from the state all from the state all as a pre-plan. I have a real difficult time in giving any sympathy to that because it was a choice that was made. And I understand that you had a tough life in certain areas, and perhaps there's been some mental illnesses that have affected this, but that has been going on since 1987 in looking at your criminal history.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's since he was 20. Granted, as you said, criminal history was burglaries and grand theft auto and those types of things. Nothing to this extent, but this was something that was just heinous. I do not believe that there's any. I do not believe the mitigating factors outweigh and the aggravating factors that occurred in this case. I am not going to find any substantial and compelling reason to grant a motion for departure to the 25 years. I'm going to therefore deny the motion to depart, order that the 50-year sentence for the murder of Mr. Carpenter is to be a hard 50. That means 50.
Every day of it.
Every day of it. He's 54, so he's done.
It's over for him.
I'm going to run that consecutive because it was 2 separate crimes that could have been precluded and prevented. And as to Miss Carpenter, that would also be a hard 50.
100 years.
100 hard, 100 flat. No
day early,
nothing.
No parole. You do them all.
You're doing 100.
Holy shit.
We're going to keep your corpse in the yard until 2000.
That man's not doing 40. He's about...
Until 21-25. We're going to keep your corpse in the yard. We're going to put tether balls coming off of you and use you as the pole. Holy shit. I will run that the theft charge a concurrent charge. We have 2 consecutive. As a favor. I'll do you a solid here, Chief. We have 2 consecutive, then there are 2 concurrent to the theft charge. So, yes, he's fucked. Yeah. That's what that is.
It's over for him.
You, sir, may fuck off 100 years. Every day of it. Hard 100. That is hard 50.
That's the crazy. That's maybe the most fucking just bloodthirsty sentence ever.
Yeah, you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in until you die. Okay? All right, bye. Peace,
I'm
asshole.
Guaranteeing it.
Oh, you're definitely going to die in there. It's not a fucking even a question.
Yeah,
it's
nobody's
just
lived to 152.
No. If you do, power to you, sir. I mean, rock on,
man.
Chief. But I'll give you the horns here. But you know what I mean. Otherwise, I don't know. So next up, Rusty Frazier comes in, and old Rusty Lee here. He pleads guilty as well because he's pretty fucked. Fowler gave it up on everybody. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, it's over.
He is sentenced to, you, sir, may fuck off. Life without parole for 50 years for each of the 2 counts to run consecutively. 100 hard years for him as well.
It's so funny.
And he didn't even pull a trigger. He wasn't even there, right there when the killing happened, but he was involved in everything else.
Too. Yeah.
Christine Tenney comes in now. Mm-hmm. She is sentenced to, you, ma'am, may fuck off, 6 years in prison. She came on way afterwards.
Yeah, right.
For aggravated robbery and 8 months for obstructing apprehension.
Yeah,
because that's all. Yeah. She kind of kept everybody. She had I have a place we can go was her thing.
The fun part is she's the reason we all got caught.
That's the funny part. Yeah, she's the least valuable, the least integral, and she's the one who got us all caught. Perfect.
The linchpin. Yeah.
The linchpin. Kimberly now. She will not plead. She ain't pleading shit. She pleads not guilty.
Trial.
She pleads, even though it's all she's got the, I don't know what she's thinking. They take the death penalty off the table for some reason here. They say she's the mastermind, obviously. Prosecutors say they would not seek the death penalty. She's also charged with first-degree premeditated murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree premeditated murder, solicitation to commit first-degree premeditated murder, and felony theft.
Oh, my God.
Prosecutor says one person was responsible, the leader. Without Miss Younger, there's probably not a murder. Definitely not a murder. It was all her idea.
Right.
She planned it for months. She said that they picked targets that made sure the crimes were done, then made sure the crimes were done. She directed the cleanup. The defendant was the leader of this group, and she's the last to be sentenced. Can you charge her like she is in a gang because she tried to make she tried to have a gang just because it didn't exist. Technically, if you get a bunch of people together and they're killing people for that purpose, then that's a gang.
That's a gang.
That's a fucking gang. So she is convicted of capital murder. They have all the evidence. I mean, I don't even have to go over the trial, obviously. Mm-hmm. So during her sentencing, 2 of the Carpenter's 6 children spoke at the sentencing hearing. And by the way, the sentencing hearing would have been Alfred's 82nd birthday.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So they got to get on the stand and go, this is my father's birthday. And instead,
today.
We're going to talk about this.
Ouch.
Yeah. They showed photos of their parents. They described them as hardworking, honest, caring people. She said this, the 2 people whose lives you did not care about cared about so many people. I could go on and on about what great people my parents were. You robbed us. You robbed all of us. Yeah, I would say so. That's she said that Younger showed disrespect for her parents during the trial with her fake crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Younger tried to cry it out. And Younger just stared ahead, not looking at anybody. She went into total just catatonic mode here. So they spoke at length about their parents, their generosity, kindness, what they meant to family members, and they said mostly they just loved people and never met a stranger. That's why they were friendly to talk to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the defense team said they had been, looking for mitigating evidence since they thought the death penalty was going to happen. They said that the state would have gone deeper in finding mitigating evidence, but then they announced they wouldn't seek the death penalty. But so we don't have all the mitigating evidence, but we have some. They said that he said she was abused, sexually abused by her stepfather when she was a child, which is awful, but that doesn't make you kill elderly people.
No.
That's a weird put together.
My God, man. You can't just put that as a defense for anything you do, unless if you recognize that, then you should have been working on that.
Yeah, that's or something. But this is just. Yeah, you can't say it. That's insulting to people who've been sexually abused, being like, I'm going to use this as an excuse to kill old people. The lawyer said it's not a justification, but it's an explanation. And they said, would you like to say anything, Kimberly Younger, since you've done all this dumb shit now? Yeah. After she's convicted, she said, quote, I don't wish to address the court, sir. That was stupid.
Not even like, I beg you to not treat me like a piece of swine?
Not even that. Nothing at all here. So the judge says, you, ma'am, may fuck off life without parole.
Life without?
Life without. So no one's getting out of all three of these idiots that were involved. No one's ever getting out.
They should have to they should name the swine show the Kimberly Younger Fat Pig Swine Show.
Yeah, Kimberly and Mike.
Shit-wallowing Fat Pig Swine
Kim and
Show.
Mike Fat Pig Swine Show. Also, if that's not enough, I'm going to give you an extra 245 months, which is 20 years and 5 months for a count of conspiracy to commit murder, 1 count of solicitation to commit murder, and 1 count of theft, and they're to be served consecutively, by the way. So it's life without plus 20.
Is it the same judge? He is so much fun.
He's fun. He's really batting this around, I'll tell you what. The state also asked for restitution as well.
Oh.
They said Younger will probably never be released, but if she gets a prison job, 25% of her income will go toward the restitution of more than $30,000 as well.
Oh my God.
They said that, there's no way she'll ever be close to paying this. And they go, well, she'll try, though. We're still
make her give it a shot. She's
going to have less ramen noodles, that we know. They said she will appeal this verdict because it's not fair, obviously. They said she did not fire the gun, the lawyer said.
So what?
This is crazy. He appeals the hard 50 sentence, and the court rejected his claim that the district court abused its discretion by refusing to grant a downward departure sentence, citing the court's comprehensive analysis that determined the mitigating factors advanced by Fowler did not constitute substantial, compelling reasons to depart from the statutory presumptive sentence. Yeah. Fuck off, asshole.
Wow.
Younger appeals, too. She appeals on the counts about that because it was during COVID, so she said the two-way video testimony violated her fundamental right to face-to-face confrontation, which they already dealt with that well before they got to her. So, also failing to order sequestration of the state's lead detective violated her right to a fair trial, and cumulative error denied her a fair trial. We should really just let her go again. They say, I don't fucking think so.
No way.
Have fun. Keep on keeping on, Chief. Yeah. And there you go. And that is Kansas, everybody. Great Bend, Kansas. Carnivals are terrifying.
I mean, how did we not know about any of that?
I don't know.
Front page splash news.
Can you believe this?
Gross.
Want to hear about should be the dumbest man alive, it should be, and then this story. That should be the headline. Stupidest man alive does something stupid. So there you go. If you like the show, tell the world about it. Whatever app you're on, give us 5 stars. It helps a ton drive us up the charts, so please do that. Listen to our other shows, Crime in Sports, and Your Stupid Opinions as well, all about reviews. Check those out. Go check us out on social media. We are at Small Town Murder on Instagram, at Murder Small on Twitter, at Small Town Pod on Facebook. Get in there. Patreon.com/crime and sports. $5 a month or more. Get you everything. Hundreds of back episodes of bonus stuff. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports. One Small Town Murder. You get it all this week. Crime and Sports. Theme park disasters.
Right.
That's amazing. They're so funny. And then for Small Town Murder, weird alleged cult dating, whatever the fuck it is. Twin flames we're going to talk about. Very strange stuff here. That's going to be fun. Patreon.com/crime and sports. Plus, Jimmie will give you a shout out at the end of the show and fuck your name up for you. So that'll be a good time. Come back, see us, hang out with us, and keep doing that. Keep an eye out for tour dates. And that's about that.
You betcha.
Want to go to shutupandgivememurder.com. Find us on social media. Do that. Have fun. And until next week, everybody, it's been our pleasure. If you like Small Town Murder, you can listen early and ad-free now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Prime members can listen early and ad-free on Amazon Music. Before you go, tell us about yourself by filling out a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.
In the 1980s, a rosé swept the country.
Hey, Mike, I really like this White Zinfandel.
Well, good. Now put it down. I'm going to try another one.
White Zin became America's top-selling wine. But most don't know that this sweet drink has a sour history. What began in 1986 with counterfeit bottles,
a big fraud, a multi-million-dollar fraud,
sent investigators chasing one of the most powerful families in the business, the Licciardis. But the closer the feds got to them, the more dangerous things became. It's a story of deceit.
At the time, I was paranoid.
Threats.
You touch my kids, I will kill you.
And murder.
With a .22 caliber bullet to the head.
What started with a scheme to mislabel wine spilled into a blood-soaked battle for succession. Welcome to Bloodvines. You can binge listen to Bloodvines exclusively and ad-free on Wondery Plus. Join Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify.